Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time seeing my face, I am Pretty Pin, and in today's video I'll be talking about my first year uni advice as a student nurse and as a mental health student nurse. I'll be telling you about my overall advice and my experience as a student nurse for 1 year. And I'll be advising other student nurses or other people who are coming to the program, things they should look out for, things they should bear in mind, things they should prepare, things that no one will tell them but they have to do. It's just my summary, like my whole experience, things I wish I knew, before going into this course. So if you're a student nurse or you're planning to become a student nurse, because I am specializing in mental health, so I will be talking based on, mental health point of view, and I'll also be talking on adult nursing point of view because practically I'm taking courses on all of them. Just the only difference is that our placements are just different. So if this is kind of video that you really love, just sit down, grab your popcorn, and let's start. One of my advice I'll be talking about is getting used to the medications, like getting used to knowing the medication. These are the things nobody tell you about, and I think most people don't figure it out until after months or towards the ending of their first year. So you should get used to like the medication, the classes of medication, whether the medication are in class A, class B, class C. Just get used to know different medication in different classes, and whenever you're out on practice or on clinical placement, try and figure out, try and get a note to jot down all the medication you come across, so that you'll be able to know, you'll be able to know the reason why this medication is prescribed, the side effects, and because you can come across your mentor asking you, why do you think this patient should be on this medication? So you really need to start getting yourself equipped with the whole medication thing, like from your first day in uni, from your first day. People are not going to tell you, but I think I started figuring out from when I started going on placement. I had a book, it's not a year, but I used to write down every medication I come across, and I try to find out why I use this, why is this medication prescribed. For those of you who are mental health students, you come across like antidepressant medication, antipsychotic medication, mood stabilizer. You need to know why all these medications are or you need to know all the medication under these categories, so you need to know the side effect. Is very important. Jot them down, study them, read them, know the side effect. Even till now I still do it. I bank on a general ward, in a general hospital, but trust me, when I come across medication that I am a bit confused, I jot them down and I try to read about it. It's very, very important. Another advice that I picked from my last year experience is always try to reflect. Always try to reflect when you're on placement, always try to reflect when you're after your school, because trust me, during placement, during your clinical placement, you get to see some certain things. You get to see some certain people with different conditions, different health condition, different diagnosis. So you need to read about them, reflect about what happened that day. Reflecting will help you to try to figure out things you're supposed to do, things you did right, things you did not do right, things you did very good. So reflection, even in academic work, once you after your day in school, maybe you had a class today. After your class, go home, at least pick out 1 hour or 30 minutes and reflect. These are things that most students don't do. Another advice I'll be giving out is that I really do not know when I came on this course, is that when I started this course, practically I'm a mental health student, and everybody knows I'm specializing in mental health, but I was thinking my course was going to be all about mental health, everything that has to do with mental health. But trust me, I am doing everything. I'm doing mental health and the physical health aspect. That means I'm doing the same course with mental health as a mental health student, and I'm also doing the course of an adult nursing student. So practically all of us are in the same class. We do the same module, the same thing. The only difference is that we go on a different placement, but practically we study everything. We do all the skills, every mandatory skills you have to do as an adult nursing student. We do it. The bloods, the cannula, the stitches, everything, moving and handling, basic life support, ALS. We do everything, even including catheterization, NG tube, PEG. We do everything. We do all those skills, even as mental health students and adult nursing students. The only difference that we all go on different placements. So if you're an mental health student and you think, oh, my course is going to be all about mental health, no, just have in mind that you're going to be doing everything, both mental health and both physical. So you're going to get used to doing all of them, and that is something that nobody's going to tell you until you are into the course. Another tip I'll be giving out to students is that prior to placement time, try to make contacts, try to research about where you're having your placement, try to know what learning opportunity they have for you, because basically you have to do like your midpoint, your end points, reflection and order. You have to sign your power document, you have to sign all the signables that you are supposed to sign during placement. So what you can't just turn up on a particular placement and you're expecting, oh, I'm going to learn this on this placement, if those placements do not have that learning opportunity. So one thing you should do, or one thing I was doing, I figured it out, is that if, for example, I am supposed to be on placement on this particular place, I'll go online, I'll go on the trust website, I'll read about that ward, I'll read about the learning opportunity. One thing I love about the trust I'm doing my placements is that you get to see everything you want to know about that ward, what they have to offer to students, and the learning opportunity they have to offer. So as a student, you see everything on the ward site, like on the trust site, under that particular ward. You're able to see everything they have to offer you as a student, and then you will now pick the one you want to go for. Then when you know it, you write them down. That's how I used to do. Basically, I check all the placements I'm going to, and I write down everything I'm going to learn from that placement. Starting from, if I'm on community, whether I'm going to learn how to do referral, signposting, whether I'm going to be working with the GPs, whether I'm going to be working with the psychologists, whether I'm going to be working, with therapists and all that. I just figure it and I'm like, okay, I'm going to learn how to work with these people. I'm going to be working with different multidisciplinary team. Okay, I think it's a good learning opportunity for me, and I will jot it down. Practically, I have already started making efforts on what to fill on my power document even before starting the placement, because I already have in mind. Because trust me, the first day you're going to meet your assessor, the first thing she will ask you is, what do you want us to offer you on this placement? What do you think you are planning to achieve on this placement? Because they want to know what you want, and you can't just come and say, oh, I want to learn how to do this, when you know fully well. Or you want to say, oh, I want to learn how to restrain, or I want to learn how to do this, I want to learn the escalation. When you know that you cannot get all those things at that particular placement, they cannot give you those trainings, in that particular placement, because that is not what, that's not their specialty, that's not what they are known for. So you need to get yourself, covered up with your learning opportunity. Read about your placements. Another thing I'll be talking about, and I'll be advising students who are coming into the program, is that you should learn how to ask questions. Don't be tired of asking questions. It's very important. Trust me, I'm very sure at one point you'll be like, oh my God, I don't want to disturb anybody. I don't want to be on anybody's faces. But you need to ask questions, because it's only when you ask that you'll be able to learn. Because if you don't ask questions, how will you be able to learn it? Like, how will you be able to know the answers? You just be bottling up everything in your mind. So you need to learn how to ask people, like, oh, please, why is this medication used for this person? Oh, please, how can I do this? Oh, please, what is this? Oh, please, can I get resources for this? Can I get resources for that? Or maybe you see their doing a training for the permanent staff. Maybe you see you're organizing a training for the permanent staff. Walk up to the ward manager, to the to the person, the senior nurse, ask her, oh, can I join in this drug and alcohol training? Can I join in this particular training? And they are happy. They just want you to make effort to just ask questions that you want to do this, and they are ready and happy to have you. So try as much as possible to ask questions, like push yourself. Like, it's not easy. Even me, in the beginning, I don't even want to push myself. I'm like, oh God, I can't be bothered. Like, how am I going to ask this question? I'm going to look daft. I'm going to do stupid. But that's why you're a student. That's why you paid a whole lot of money. Especially when you're an international student like me. You can't be paying thousands of pounds. You can't be paying 18, 19, 20 for just 1 year. You're doing 2 courses, almost 40,000 pounds, and you cannot ask questions. Ogbeni, you have the right to ask anything. Even if you want to ask the person, why do you become a nurse, ask them, because you paid for it. You need to learn. You need to just know. Another thing I want to talk about is try as much as possible to sign all your documents. Like, that's why it's important for you to know your learning opportunities, so that you can start writing them on your first week of placement. Do your initial interview quickly. Let me tell you, you don't expect your assessor to come and tell you, oh Justina, oh Catherine, oh Becca, can I do your initial interview with you? Or your assessor goes to your PAR document and you've not even write anything there. You're saying, oh, I'm waiting for my assessor to call me. Let your assessor log into your PAR document and see that you've written down your learning outcome, your learning opportunities, and all that. You've done those things. Let her come and say, oh, Becca, can we just have the initial interview together? Because I've seen you've done something. Try as much as possible to push yourself to because if your assessor is seeing you not even putting effort in signing your document, do you think she will even put effort? She will not even put effort, because you are the person that needs the signing. Push yourself to sign those documents. Chase them, because trust me, most times it's not even the student's fault. Most times these assessors are very busy, especially if you're doing adult nursing. There's how the world can be. What can be like, very, very busy. Everybody's on their toes. You might end up not even working with your assessor. Even in mental health, you might end up not even seeing your assessor till you finish your placement. But you'll be working with other people. Call your assessor. Pressurize her. The pressure let her shout. The pressure is getting worse. Push her so that she can sign for you. Because if they don't get all these things signed, practically the school is not going to sign you off. So what's the essence? Push them. It's very important. Some people will be like, oh no, I'm going to talk to school. I can't push more. Push more. Let it be that you've done your best. You've put effort. Let people see that you've put effort to get your assessor signing your document. But if your assessor was not able to sign it, then escalate the issue quickly to like the ward manager. And if the ward manager is not taking issue, escalate it to the education team, because every trust have like an education facilitators that are in charge of placements and all that. Escalate it quickly, so that if they are not taking, I doubt they will not take the whole thing serious. But if they don't, you reach out to your academic advisor, your academic mentor, your lecturer, your senior lecturer, and they will definitely step in and come for a visit, or even email the trust and try to fix a date for meeting and all that. So try as much as possible to make sure you get all your documents signed up, because it's important. The last point I'll try to say is that never give up. Never for once doubt yourself. There are days that you will feel like giving up. There are days that you will feel like saying, you know what, I don't think this course is for me. There are days that you feel like saying, I'm done with this whole thing. I can't take it any longer. But trust me, all these things compiled together will build your confidence, will build the person you're going to be. Every student nurse at one point have said, I can't do this again. Trust me, you get frustrated with school, you're going to get more frustrated with placement, you're going to meet bad and good assessor, but just have in mind that people have gone through that stage. You can do it. You can do better. Push yourself. I will use myself as an example. At some point, I told myself, I cannot be bothered. I am tired. Does this thing worth the whole stress? Does this course worth this whole stress? Does it worth this whole thing? But trust me, I figured out that everybody got to that point of being sad. being a kind of depressed, but keep pushing yourself. Tell yourself you can do it. Tell yourself that you're wonderful. You can go through whatever you're going through and you come out wonderful. At this point, we've come to the end of this video. Guys, do not forget to like, do not forget to share, do not forget to comment, subscribe, and every student nurse who come across this video, try as much as possible to put down the things and your experience when you're in your first year, when you're in your second year, so that you can help other students to go through their own time and not be able to make the same mistake you make. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.